up the idea or the plan for today's video. Instead, I'm gonna have another story time because I have another Halloween video, or not video, but story that I have for all of you to hear. It's pretty good. It's a bit scary for me, or at the time and place that it happened at. Sorry if you hear some wind. My passenger window is not very good right now, and it's letting in some wind, and it bothers the heck out of me, so hopefully it doesn't bother you. I really need to install a GoPro mount to my dashboard so that way I don't have to hold up my GoPro as I am recording right now. I'm probably not going to be looking at the camera for this portion of the video. Oh my gosh, this window. Just because, well, obviously I'm driving, so I'm not going, my main focus is on the road, but I can still talk and tell this story. So this story takes back to about, it might have been the year I met Eminem, or it's been a year since I've met him, but it was back in middle school, and it was Halloween, or Halloween weekend. My school at the time does a Halloween carnival every year, and this year, that was my first year going there, so I didn't really know what to expect. And one of the first things I remember seeing or participating in was this haunted tunnel. It was made by students, and it was pretty good. It was for little kids because now I can't fit in that. I get up to the tunnel, and my mom asks, "Do you want to go in this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And it was, the tunnel part that I could see was made out of garbage bags, but it was, I'm not quite sure how it was structured. It's been a while since I've seen it, but this tunnel, it went from this one room where we all met up in to this indoor cafeteria to the principal's office to outside, and then back into that same room. Or no, it ended outside. As I went in, it was cool looking, but it was really dark. It was just illuminated enough to where I could barely see, but I still knew where I was going. I made it through the first part of the tunnel, and I went into, I think at the time I was in the indoor cafeteria. So I was in this tunnel, and I came to this crossroad. So I had to pick either the right tunnel or the left tunnel. And I was just thinking, oh man, this is a haunted tunnel. There's got to be some people in here trying to scare. And I heard some people down in the tunnel, and I thought, maybe I shouldn't go that way. I'm just real quickly going to go left. I go left. Sure enough, it was a dead end. So I knew I have to go right. But I didn't want to go right because I didn't want to get scared. And there was also a fog machine in there, so it was spooky. Some time goes on, and I just sit there. I didn't want to turn right, and I was scared. And I remember hearing my mom. For some reason, I was able to hear her, and she asked, "Huh, he's been in there for a while. Is it a long tunnel, or?" And one of the student employees said, "No, it's not that long. Maybe he got lost or something." And at that point, I knew, oh, I gotta go. Like, my mom's waiting for me. I have to crawl through this. I gotta go. So I end up going right, and there was nothing there. It was just more tunnel. So I was paranoid all that time for nothing. And I continue on, and still no one eventually some kids that entered the tunnel after I did passed me, and I thought, you know, I'm just gonna go in the general direction that they went in. So here I go. I go on. Eventually, I make my way to this part where some kid cracked the tunnel, and I was able to see where I was. I was in the principal's office now, and I knew, oh, outside's coming up. That's the end of the tunnel. So I just start scurrying out. Eventually, I made it to the end, and I went, found my mom instead, found it, and I told her, oh, I got lost, and it was pretty dark in there, could barely see, but yeah, eventually I did go back in there, and I believe I was with a friend, though, so it wasn't as scary then. How come things, when you're with your friends, things are less scary than when you are alone? But when I did go in, I realized I went the way they wanted to go, and we ended up going down this other tunnel path. Oh, it's starting to rain? Oh, what the heck? But I realized after we started going the way my friend wanted to go, there was so much more to the tunnel. Like, there was this student that was locked behind this cage wall, and she was screaming and yelling. That's what I heard earlier. And she actually handed us candy, which I don't get why she would do that, because you're basically saying, hey, scary people can be nice, so if someone's yelling at you and stuff and they offer you candy, take it. There's definitely no razor blades or rat poison in them. It's okay. Now that I think of it, I don't think I ever went back in the tunnel after that day or that year, because I remember at some point, me and Eminem, we hang out every holiday, for those who don't know, or not holiday, but Halloween, and at some point, we just stopped going to the carnivals because we knew it was a strategic plan, so that way we could go out into those neighborhoods and get candy while all the other kids are off at the carnival getting petty candy. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I realized the other night, oh, I should have added that to my video where I was telling the other Halloween stories, but then I thought, no, that video was long enough and I could turn it into a new video. And since the Walmart vlog sort of flopped today, it was a good backup. And yeah, I'm really upset that I didn't vlog in Walmart, but the amount of employees there, it seemed like there was a lot of people in Walmart today. And I'm still in the awkward phases of filming in public. I'm not like Casey Neistat or any of the other vloggers that I watch, where they'll just pull out these huge cameras with these fuzzy mics and just start filming in the middle of a store, and they're not really so much afraid of the employees. They'll just say, oh, well, we'll just leave, and then they'll come back another day, but eventually the employees will start remembering your face, and so every time you come in, they'll be like, hey, you're not going to film in here today, are you? Because you better not be, or else we're going to have to kick you out. And that's going to make it tough, because that's a Walmart that I visit frequently. I'd rather just film in a store that I don't go in as much, like a Dollar Tree or Dollar General